After the first trailer for Echoes of Wisdom released, I made a video about why I was worried about the game. And today, I want to talk about if my problems were solved or not, and how Nintendo handled these problems. The first thing I talked about was the combat in the game. I was really worried if the main focus in the beginning was just gonna be throwing rocks. This definitely was not the case. When you wind up by the beach after the beginning sequence, you will have to use rocks and things nearby to help you fight. But even so, you get enemies like Zoles, Keese, and sea urchins extremely quickly. And while they aren't the best, and they are slow, they still introduce this element at a nice pace that allows us to learn the central mechanic. And also that beach part is not a huge part of the game. You get into the forest, into this open world where you can get like 20 more echoes. Including Sword Fighter form, there are numerous ways on how to fight enemies in this game. Whether it be bouncing back and forth between sword and echoes, or using certain echoes to get a better advantage. Whatever you do could be a way to defeat an enemy. After that, I talked about the pacing of the game. This was a major one for me, as if we didn't get a lot of echoes, our old ones would get boring and stale. How wrong I was. Each area in the game has around 20 unique echoes that you can get. After you kill a new enemy, you can use that to eliminate another one and get their echo. There's 127 echoes in total, and most of those are monsters. There's so many unique and interesting monsters that it almost never gets boring. Even after unlocking most of them, it's still fun to change the playstyle with different echoes. The next problem was the menu. Echoes of Wisdom essentially copied Tears of the Kingdom's Fuse menu. It'll take like 10 years to get to the enemy you want, but if you go past it, you'll have to go another 10 years to get back. It's just a pain that there isn't anything more useful. Don't even get me started on the sorting system. Most of them are completely useless, as most of the echoes move around. I usually stick with the types sort, as it's the one that doesn't move around, and the echoes stay in their respective place. It allows me to memorize where they are in the menu and do things faster. Even with the downsides, the quick menu is still pretty fast and engaging. It allows you to change echoes pretty quickly in battle, but sometimes it can ruin an epic moment. Those were my main points in the video, but I did slightly talk about one other thing. Are these problems coming from Nintendo breaking even more conventions? Surprisingly, I don't think so. I think when a person looks at this game without knowing too much about Zelda, they might ask these questions as well. I thought this game might have been a flop from the first trailer. There were a lot of cards Nintendo had to play right in order for them to pull this off. But I knew they thought about this because the following trailers helped with the clarity. What do you think about Echoes of Wisdom so far? Do you like it, hate it, somewhere in between? Feel free to say something in the comments. Anyways, thank you guys for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless.